Yeah, 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 yeah. SFC, time to turn it up. 49ers on the quest, bringing six dubs. Red and gold on, you don't rap enough. I go in anywhere, I don't give a fuck. SFC, 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 SFC. Posted that candlestick in those colors. Willis go hard and Walker burn rubber. Davis got game and James be playmaking. Defense tight, let's drink and start blazing. Somebody tell 2 Chainz, take the coat off. You know our name, I can never take a load off. Stay fully, red and gold hoodie, rally rag in my pocket, I'm a vet, no rookie. Don Toriano, Big Rich, and I'm Bailey. Niners on the run for rings like in the 80s. Bout my bread, even side off. You know the city, my nigga, San Francisco. SFC, time to turn it up. 49ers on the quest, bringing six dubs. Red and gold on, you don't rap enough. I go in anywhere, I don't give a fuck. SFC, 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 SFC.
What's going on, faithful? It is your boy Niner Sickness coming to you live with the Niner Sickness podcast show. Hope you guys are having a good time here on a Friday night. What's up, everyone? What's going on, Roberto? Welcome, Brandon, James Brandon, Kathy Sanchez. What's up? What's going on? Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's been a week to say the least. What a week. I'm glad it's over. I am glad it's over. I'm glad the weekend is here. My goodness. Sporting my boy. We know who this is, right? Yeah. Dre Greenlaw. The last year's rookie. 57, baby. Sporting it. What's up, Lucky? What's up, Nicole? How are you doing? Welcome to the Niner Sickness podcast show. What's up, Hall? Julian, how you doing? Welcome. Just going to talk a little bit of football tonight. I'm not going to be long tonight, but I want to just come on here and talk some football with you guys, talk to my Niner family. Love you guys, man. You guys are my family. You guys are the family of the Niner Sickness podcast. We appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your support. Following us on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere, in every platform that we come on. How you doing, Yvonne? Welcome, Yvonne. Robert Romo, welcome. Libby, Marie, welcome. How you doing? My boy Nathaniel, the Boston hater, welcome. How's everybody doing? I'm hoping you guys have had a great week. It's winding down. It is Friday evening, 7 o'clock. My time. For a lot of you guys, it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So your night is almost over. Wanted to just to talk to you guys and let you guys know, if you guys don't know already, to follow us on YouTube, like our channel, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, follow us here on Facebook on the Niner Sickness page. Join our NWA Niners with Attitude group to be part of the family. Follow us on Twitter under Niner Sickness and Instagram under Niner Sickness. Truly appreciate all the support. Libby says, anyone know where I can order a Niner apparel online? Hard to find things in Arizona. Other places. Are you looking for jerseys? Are you looking like for hats? Are you looking for different stuff, t-shirts and stuff like that? Let me know, Libby. Libby says, it's so glad that it's Friday. Amen to that. What's up, Dawn? How you doing, Dodson? Niner Empire, baby. Yvonne says, oh, Yvonne saying hello to Nathaniel. Nathaniel saying hello to Yvonne. And I'm saying hello to everybody. It's been a hard week. It's been a long week, man. It has definitely been a long week for me. Um, been busy taking care of some things, man, but always a pleasure of joining you guys live here on the Niner Sickness podcast. Tonight's going to be pretty much in question and answers. You guys, the viewers, are going to be able to ask me any questions you like, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. I have the Boston Hater also on the comments, working the comments. He would be able to answer any questions as well. But any questions you guys have, I'm gonna be opening up the comments, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. But I wanted to start off the show with letting you guys know that Kinlaw and Ayuk finally signed their contracts. Um, Kinlaw and Ayuk finally signed their contracts. Nathaniel, I did not go live on YouTube. I was having a technical difficulty, so we are live on the Niner Sickness page on Facebook. You only get the tool if we are on YouTube. For some reason, YouTube is giving me a problem right now. So I apologize everyone for that. I mentioned you going live on YouTube, and then I came on the Niner Sickness page. But this is why it's good to follow me in all platforms. So, when things don't work out on a certain platform and I come on a different one, you guys will still be able to come on and join us. How hot is it in Chico, man? It was at least about 100 here in Riverbank. It was hot here in Riverbank. So I'm curious. Um, don't give me a thumbs down. Give it to YouTube. But anyway, so King Law and Ayuk finally signed their contract. They are officially 49ers. King Law and Ayuk are officially 49ers. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, with the signing of them two today, we have everybody under contract, all the rookies at least, and we should be able to proceed moving forward. Hopefully, we are able to start training camp on time. Vera, how you doing, Vera? Welcome to the Niner Sickness. Chemo, welcome to the Niner Sickness podcast. I couldn't get on. I couldn't get on YouTube as well. Yeah, see, there's issues with YouTube. YouTube is having issues right now. So I don't think it was just with me. I think YouTube is just having issues in general. In general. Hey, Elias, what's going on, brother? Um, what's up, David Royce? What's going on, Aaron Grando? How you doing? Welcome. Okay, Nate, I just seen your post. I'll do it right now. Give me a second, guys. Um, I'm gonna be bringing Mike in. Give me a second. Let me open up Facebook. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. Let me bring in Mike real quick. I apologize. Let's see here. Okay, so I just sent him the link, so he should be able to join me soon. How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? What's up, Joseph Hayden? How you doing, man? Welcome. Adam, Laura, how you doing? Welcome to the Niner Sickness podcast. What do you think about the rumors of Des Bryant? Um, I don't know. There's been rumors in the rumor mill of Des Bryant bringing Terrell Owens back, and I don't think that those are, you know, an asset to our team. I think bringing Des Bryant even though Des Bryant is it's a little bit younger than Terrell Owens. I like to see what we have. I understand we lost Debo to an injury. I understand we lost Richie James. I understand we have an unproven Jalen Hurd. We have a Trent Taylor that hasn't played yet, that hasn't done anything. We don't know if he's still healthy or not. Um, but we have Kendrick Bourne. I'm going to choose to believe that Dante Pettis is really going to step up this year. I'm going to choose to believe that Dante Pettis is going to step up and take his rightful place in the Niners organization, start playing the way he was meant to play when we drafted him. And I'm looking forward to see what Dante Pettis brings to the table. So I am not in favor of bringing Des Bryant. I am not in favor um, of bringing in Terrell Owens. I see my boy Mike, Florida Mike. Let me bring him in, gentlemen. Give me 1 second. Where is he? There he is. Let me bring him in so he can join us. And he just left. Okay, so he came in and left. Okay, we'll just have to wait. He'll come back in. There he is. There he is. What's going on, Mike? How you doing, brother? Mike, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mike? You can't hear me. He's gonna have to come back in. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read the comments as we're waiting for Mike. Joseph Hayden says, the hot 160 in the house. 760 me? Ooh, that's hot. Let me see, Mike. Oh, Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, my bro?
There you are. There you are. I couldn't hear you the first time. How you doing, brother?
Hey, good man. Let me give a shout out real quick if you don't mind, bro.
Absolutely, go for it.
Hey, I got the Orlando 9 chapter. I got some people from Orlando, man. They say they tuning in. I got to give a big shout out to my boy, Mr. Romo, man. Robert Romo, man. I got to give a big shout out to my boy Chris, man, in Avalon Park. Hope they watching, man. They tuning in, there's some Niner fans down here in Orlando, man. I believe my boy Rob is out there from the Bay Area originally, and they moved down here to Orlando, growing up here. So big shout out to the Orlando 9 chapter. Big shout out to the Germany 49er chapter out there. And big shout out to all the Niner fans worldwide, especially in the Bay Area, man. Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, I love that shout out, brother. I got to give the shout out to all the faithful around the world, especially Germany. I love the way they represent the red and gold, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man.
Hey,
Got
it's Sleepy
to.
Deutschland, man. We out here, Outgate, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go.
Aaliyah says they might trade Pettis for uh, Kiki Kuti.
Talking
Who's
about
he?
somebody from Dallas.
Uh, I
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
mean, not Dallas, Texas. My bad.
Texans.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he wrote it right or if I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah. It's a player. I heard about that. I mean, I don't think we're doing that, man. I don't think we're doing that. I think that's just one of them stories that came out, for people to try to get something to talk about, man. Because let me tell you something about these folks in the media. Every year around this time, especially since we're in COVID, they gotta have something to talk about. They need a story to sell, so they gonna put out anything, man, to get people to click it. What they call clickbait. That's all they doing, man. Like we ain't got no value in getting that dude, man. I'm gonna be honest. Pettis is what Pettis is. That dude is what he is. I mean, yeah, it's just for stories, man. I don't think that's gonna be something serious.
Yeah, and you get that time to time, man. It's the off season storylines. The Des Bryant, the Terrell Owens, the this or that. You know, social medias, especially with the COVID-19, they're bored. They got to write about something. Writers always have to write about something, so they're always going to stir stuff up, man. But Until it's in writing, until I hear it from the San Francisco 49ers from them, it's all hearsay. I don't feed too much into it. Aaron says, I am with you. I think the receiving core is unproven, but man, the upside is looking good. I agree. I agree. We do have unproven receivers. We have a great potential in Jalen Hurd for what we saw in college. Um, the ceiling is high, but yet he hasn't played it down on the field. We have Brandon Ayuk that we drafted in the first round, which we haven't done. I believe the last receiver we drafted in the first round was Crabtree. He was the last receiver that we picked up in the first round, and it's been, I believe that was in 2011 or 2012, 2011, I think it was. So it's been a minute since we drafted in the first round. So hopefully Brandon Ayuk steps up and becomes that Debo-like receiver, if not better, but definitely until he shows us that he is capable to transition from college to the NFL, I can't really depend too much on neither Jalen Hurd or um, Ayuk. So that's why I'm really looking forward and seeing Pettis. Pettis, whether you like him or not, we saw what he can do and what he can't, and we saw the flashes of being the type of receiver we want him to be if he steps up to the plate. So at least we know what we have in Pettis. At this point, Pettis is better than Brandon Ayuk and Jalen Hurd, in my opinion, because we haven't seen these kids play yet. And I say better in the sense that we haven't seen them play. I'm not saying in general, but I want to get your thoughts, Mike. We've seen Pettis, the good and the bad and the ugly. We haven't seen Ayuk and we haven't seen Jalen Hurd. So, what's your thoughts on that situation, Mike?
Well, I would be honest. For me, I would prefer to say Pettis is just more proven. I'm not gonna say he's better yet because he didn't really play that much. And I feel like Ayuk and Hurd have so much potential, and I'm not gonna forget about Trent Taylor either. They got a lot of potential, just like Pettis has a lot of potential. So I feel I'm not gonna give up on Dante Pettis. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna show support as long as he's down in this red and gold, and as long as he comes through and plays his ass off. Here's the deal, folks. Pettis has an opportunity right now to redeem himself. He was in the doghouse last year. He showed some flashes a little bit last year and more of his rookie year, but then he got hurt his rookie year, and then he came back and tried to finish strong. But the reality is, he has an opportunity to shine right now. So with Debo Samuel and Richie James out, he can do some kick returns. He can get a little bit more playing time. If I'm Pettis, I'm gonna be busting my chops to go out here and show Kyle Shanahan that I'm gonna be this guy. I was picked in the second round and I'm ready. But the reality is, I don't know if he's mentally tough enough or mature enough, I should say, to handle what Kyle Shanahan is throwing at these young receivers. And if he can adapt, we're good. I'm rooting for him. I want to see him do well. I want to see every 49er do well. But the best player is going to play. You know what I mean? But I'm hyped about Trent Taylor and Jalen Hurd too, because we haven't even seen them yet. And from what I hear, Taylor is going to be really, really good. But we'll see, man. I'm rooting for all those guys, man. I want them all to succeed.
I agree with you 100%, Mike. Uh, if you wear the 49er colors, man, you're part of the family. I'm always going to root for you. I'm never going to root against a player that is on the roster. Now, I'm going to judge them fairly based on their performance on the field. I'm not
Right.
going to sit there and say Nick Mullins. Let's get rid of, let's save money and contract, and let's bring Nick Mullins and replace Garoppolo just because he's a Niner. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to appreciate and respect all players on the Niner roster until they're no longer on the team. With
Absolutely.
that said, I'm also rooting for Dante Pettis. I know a lot of you guys don't want Dante Pettis, don't like Dante Pettis, but I've seen some things in him that if he steps up, and like you said, Mike, It's really up to Dante Pettis to show Kyle Shanahan, the rest of the 49er faithful, that he was worthy of a second round pick. This is the year that
Yep.
he's going to have to show the Niners no messing around, no playing around, no horsing around. He's going to have to show the rest of the world and the San Francisco 49ers and that coaching staff that he belongs in the red and gold. If he doesn't, they'll cut him. They'll cut him. They
Right.
will not waste time. They don't care if they picked him up in the first round, second round. They will cut him. So he has everything to gain. I mean, everything to lose, a little bit to gain, but it's going to be up to him to see if he proves better. But I have faith in him, Mike. I'm rooting for him because he's a 49er, and if he looks good and plays good, then we're looking good and we're playing good, and that's a benefit to our offense. So I'm definitely going to root for him until he's not there to root for. And I'm looking forward to see what Jalen Hurts brings to the table. I'm looking forward to see what Trent Taylor does, and I'm definitely looking forward what Brandon Ayuk does. But until they show me they can do something, I got to go with what I already saw on the field, which is Pettis. And at this point, I have more hopes on Kendrick Bourne than I do Brandon Ayuk and than I do on Jalen Hurd, only because I've seen him play. So it's going to be interesting to say the least, Mike, and everyone watching this offseason, as bad as it is and crazy as it is with the COVID-19. Once we get the ball rolling, the camp is going to be heated up. The receiving core is going to be a lot of competition. They're going to iron sharpens iron, and may the best 11 be on the field on each side of the ball, and that's what we want. And I have faith in Kyle Shanahan that he will put the right 11 on offense and the right 11 on defense with his coordinators. So I'm looking to. I'll see what happens, but I don't want to bring in Des Bryant. I don't want Terrell Owens coming out of retirement. That all that stuff is nonsense. A lot of you guys are. I read a lot of you guys' comments. AB, listen, guys, you don't want Antonio Brown on this team. What he is going to cause, the chaos he's going to cause in the locker room, it's more than what he's going to be able to produce on the field. I'd rather lose every game and have a close locker room than be winning every game and having a disrupted, everybody looking over their shoulder type of a locker room. And that's what he'll do. He's a diva that it's all about him. It's all about his stats. We are, well, I was going to say a run first team, but I was corrected that we're not, but we do run the ball a lot. And AB is the type of person that if you don't get him the ball, he will begin to complain. He'll start talking about the quarterback. He'll start talking about the coaching staff. We don't need that in our locker room. I love the unity in our locker room. So, guys, let that go, man. AB will not come. He's not coming to the Niners. The Niners will not bring him in. I guarantee it. I can't prove it because I can't 100% guarantee it because I'm not the owner. But do you see any chance, Mike, that the Niners may just blow us out of the water and bring him in, or you really feel the conviction that boy is not coming here?
Nah, man, he's not coming here, man. I mean, if we really wanted him, we would have went after him when he was currently in the league, man. Like he's not the type of guy. I don't even understand what anyone at this point would have a fascination of having him, man. Like I got one Niner friend, bro, just one. Out of all the Niner fans and friends that I have, I only know one that wants Antonio Clown still, and I'm like, I've stopped talking to him about it because he's so stuck on his talent. He's dismissing everything you just mentioned about the locker room presence. And that goes for anybody, man, that's of a caliber of where they were a superstar on their teams. If they come here and they're used to being the number one receiver, but they've been not been available to play at the capacity of the league, whether it's an injury, whether it's an ego, whether it's drugs, whatever it may be. It's like, look, come on, man. We're fine what we have. Um, at the end of the day, bro, we could just take the last 10 Super Bowls. How many of them had a Antonio clown type of receiver on their team. They've had, New England has had tight ends, multiple tight ends, complementary parts. The Chiefs has Travis Kelce with complementary parts. I haven't seen anybody that has like just one big go-to guy that wants all that attention. Like most teams that have won the Super Bowl in the last 10 years have had multiple receivers and a tight end that give the same production as that one big brand name type of superstar. So I'm fine with what we're doing. Like George Kittle is our guy. We just have complementary parts around him and we're fine. So yeah, we don't need them. We got to the Super Bowl without them. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. And somebody in the comments stated that that we shouldn't be worried that Debo is going to be back week one. Blah blah blah. But when you have a type of injury like that, um, it really is up to the individual on his healing, on what he does, on his body, how he reacts. Um, Look at Trent Taylor. He wasn't supposed to miss the whole year. He had the same injury that Debo did. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but the reality is, until he's back playing on the field, we don't know if he'll be back week one. We hope he will. We want him back in week one, but you can't rush something like that. Look at Trent Taylor. He's still trying to recover from it. He still hasn't even practiced with the guys when they were playing and when they were practicing in Tennessee. So with that type of fracture, you have to allow it to heal, man. So I would love for Debo to be ready for week one. I just don't see it, man. Do you see him being back in week one, Mike?
I mean, I'm not a health expert, but I trust what the team is going to do. I'm sure they won't let somebody come back if they're not ready, clear to play. But we've had guys like Nick Bosa was out the whole preseason damn near, and he had some injuries, and he came back on fire. Jimmy Ward had plenty of injuries in his career, and he had a good season. So I mean, I ain't really worried about it. These guys know what they got to do. They got to go out here and play football. That's what they paid. Basically all he doing is missing practice to me. You know what I'm saying? The preseason practice. And once he's done with that and he come back early in the season, hey, we pick up where he left off. I think he'll transition right back on in. I ain't worried about it.
I agree. Let's see here. Let me read some of the comments, brother. Let me see. Nate says, I want Dante to play well. I just don't think he does have the mental makeup. We'll see.
Yeah, I
I hate when
agree.
that happens. Oh,
Agree,
come on.
man. Got to be mentally tougher, man.
Oh, I hate when that happens. My screen just. Let's see here. What other comments do we have?
Fans is chiming in, man. I love
Yep.
it.
Hey, Jessica. How you doing, girl? Welcome
What's
to the
up,
Niners Fitness.
Jessica?
It's time to get to work, and Pettis needs to step up. Very good
She's
point.
right.
Very good
She's
point,
right.
Jessica.
Well said, Jessica. Florida Mike concurs.
Nathaniel says, what do you mean the performance in practice isn't good enough to convince you?
Sarcasm.
Yeah, you gotta love it,
Boston
though.
hater.
You gotta love it. Robert Romo says,
That's
Samuel
my
and
boy
Ayuk
right
gonna
there, baby.
be
Robert.
an
What's up, Robert?
amazing duel. Give him a
Yeah,
shout out,
Samuel
brother.
Ayuk. Yeah. That's my boy right there, Robert Romo, man. He tuned in. I told him to get on, man. He's on here, bro. We was chopping up earlier, man. Big shout out to my bro Robert, man. We gonna get up too. Yeah, he's
Welcome,
right.
Robert.
Samuel and Ayuk. Yeah, go ahead, Beto. What you gonna say?
Well, no, I was just telling Robert, welcome to the Niner Sickness podcast, man. Welcome. Hopefully, this will not be your first and last. It'll be your first of many
Yes, sir.
attending our show, brother. Welcome to the
Yes, sir.
family.
Yeah, he got some roots back there in the Bay Area too, man. So much love to him, man. We gonna chop it up. But yeah, my boy Robert is right. Ayuk and Debo will make a nice tandem, and I believe it's gonna be that lightning thunder combination.
Yeah, defenses are really going to be once they're both on the field, man, and Ayuk starts picking up that offensive playbook that Kyle Shanahan is demanding of him. Those guys, they're mismatches for defenses. You can use them pretty much anywhere on the field, and coordinators are going to try to have to figure out who's getting the ball. Is it Ayuk or is it Debo? So I'm looking forward to for those missed matchups, man. Noel says wide receiver position is going to haunt us again if we don't get a true number one to take pressure off Kittle. Jerry Rice has said this. Let me go back to the cutoff. Where is it? Said that it wouldn't be a conversation today, plain and simple. You want to answer that, Mike?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Gomez? How you doing, sir? I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I have a different perspective than that comment. I just said it a minute ago. If we're defining a number one receiver as a caliber of like a Jerry Rice, which is you're not gonna find many of those, but let's just say an Odell Beckham or Antonio Clown type of guy. People probably wonder why I keep saying Antonio Clown. I know his last name. I just call him that because that's to me that's what he is. But I'm gonna be honest. Again, I'm just gonna use the last 10 because if I talk about history in the last 25 or last 30 years of Super Bowl history, you can probably name no more than 5 teams that had a number one type receiver of the caliber where they're doing their thing like that they've actually won. Majority of the teams are not winning with number one receivers. They're winning with multiple receivers, and in New England's case, multiple tight ends. So I don't necessarily think we have to have a number one receiver. I mean, like I said, the Kansas City Chiefs, people, I see Royce just, what's going on, David? I see Royce just said exactly what I was about to say. Tyreek Hill's the number one. Tyreek Hill is not their number one receiving option. It's Travis Kelce. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people feel Tyreek Hill is their number one. Travis Kelce is their number one receiving option for the Chiefs. He's a tight end. Like George Kittle is our number one receiving option for the 49ers. Something we have in common. So I would not say Tyreek Hill is the number one receiving option over Travis Kelce. That's just me. So Tyreek Hill is a complimentary good receiver to Travis Kelce because Travis Kelce is the top receiving option for them. So, like I said, I hear what Gomez is saying. He's going to say we lost because we didn't have a number one receiver, but the Chiefs also won because they didn't have a number one receiver. It goes both ways. We didn't lose because we didn't have a number one receiver. We lost that game due to the last 6 minutes of offense and defense taking a step back. I mean, nobody was saying that when we had the lead by 10 points with 6 minutes left, it looked like we was going to wrap it up. Nobody was saying anything about a number one receiver then. We literally were one overthrown pass away from winning our sixth Lombardi when Garoppolo overthrew Sanders. That would have put us up 17 points. So it would have been a different type of outcome, I believe, had we caught that ball. So, like I said, man, we had enough talent to win this Super Bowl. We don't have to have a number one receiver. Most teams in the last 10 years have not had a number one receiver, dominant receiver that's won Super Bowls. Like I said, look at the last 10 years and tell me.
Yeah, I agree. And I liked what you said for the clarification that when we were going to the fourth quarter and we had 6 minutes left, we were up by 10 points. At that point, nobody was really questioning whether we had a number one receiver or not.
Nah, not
Everybody
at all.
was just liking what we were doing. We were executing the game plan. We were doing on both sides what needed to be done. We just let our foot off the gas on defense. That 49-yard pass from Patrick Mahomes to Hill or that had nothing to do. I mean, that still would have happened if we would have had a number one receiver. So I understand a lot of people are used to number one receivers. I was used to having someone like Jerry Rice. I was used to having number one receivers, but I'm getting more familiar with what works for the system. Getting players that work for the system can do so much more. I mean, if we did have number one receiver or if we develop one, that'll be great for us. But I think that Debo, Brandon Ayuk, and the rest of the guys, we don't have a number one running back, but we were like top 5 in running, top second, top 2 in the running game. Name me a top running back. We don't have a Ezekiel Elliott. We don't have those top running backs. But yet we led the league in running. So it's just a matter of utilizing a player to fit the system, executing the system, and just doing his job. A blue collar worker is what I think we need, and that's what we have. and that's what we're developing. And I know Boston Hill don't like this, but it's what the Patriots have been doing, and they've been very successful. And we're starting to do that, and we become successful. So, I mean, we made it to the Super Bowl without a true number one. Because remember, even when we brought Emmanuel Sanders in, we already had won what 9 games prior to him coming in. So it's not like he was there from day one. He came in to an unbeaten team. So we were doing pretty well. So hopefully we'll develop someone that takes that number one role. But do we need one personally? And no disrespect to you, that's your opinion. But I don't think we need a number one. We just need solid receivers to do their job, that execute the game plan. Because the thing about Kyle, every defense opposes different challenges. He likes certain players for certain defenses that he plays against, and sometimes you'll use Kittle more on a certain defense, or what a certain defense he'll be blocking more. Against another defense, he'll be more of a receiver. That's what Kyle Shanahan does. I love to say this: Kyle Shanahan is playing chess when everybody else is playing checkers. And I love what he does, man. And he utilizes the players that we have on the roster to the best of their ability. So I agree with Mike. We don't need a number one as long as we
Hey,
can have consistency in our roster.
hey, Beto, I'm gonna add this too. If you look at the Super Bowl, I'm just using the last 10 years. Majority of the Super Bowl teams have not had a number one, right? So the teams that have number one receivers like Odell Beckham's and Julio Jones, out of all those teams, I believe like Julio is probably the only one who made the Super Bowl, and they still lost to New England. You know what I mean? And once again, it just goes to show you don't have to have that, man. It's not required to win. More teams win without a big brand name receiver like a Julio Jones than the teams that do have that. Like I said, look at the last 10 Super Bowls and tell me how many teams have won with the Julio Jones type of receiver.
I agree. Real quick, I just want to give a shout out to Kenneth. Kenneth, hi, what's up, brother? Welcome. Long time no see, bro. Welcome to the Niner Sickness podcast. Much love and respect for you, brother. But yeah, I agree with you. Correct with you said, Mike. When the Patriots did bring in a number one receiver and Randy
They
Moss,
lost.
they
They
lost.
lost.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he was not able to be that one player that was able to push the Patriots to a victory. So it's just having enough players that execute the game plan, that do their job right, don't overdo their job, don't overthink, just do what you're asked to do, and everything else will just work itself out. I'm liking that style of play. I don't need a we don't need. I mean, if we get, like I said, if Debo begins to become that number one, great. But as long as he does his job and he's very good at it, and he was towards the end of the year, that's all we need. That's all we need to continue to go forward, man. Welcome, Eddie Woods. Welcome all those that have been charming in and coming in. You guys are awesome. The chat, the comments are on fire tonight, man. You guys are awesome. Eddie Woods says all the schemes we have from the backfield to the passing game will are are dangerous. Pure sickness. I like that, pure sickness. Yeah, man. A lot of the schemes that the Kyle Shanahan runs, man, it just needs to be executed properly by the players, and they're starting to do that. They're starting to do that. Hill takes big pressure off Kelsey. Personally, again, not to disagree with you, but I'm going to disagree. I think it's the other way around. I think Kelsey's the one that takes the pressure off Hill, just like Kittle's the one that takes the pressure off our receivers. Now, Hill is a better receiver than what we have on our roster as a receiver, but I think still Kelsey's the one that takes that pressure off Hill. Remove Kelsey, and let's see how well Tariq Hill plays on that. And we might just find out in a year from now, because
Wasn't
after they
wasn't
sign
wasn't
Mahomes, he's not going to be on there.
wasn't Tyreek Hill missing some games like from trouble, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we've seen what the Chiefs can do without him. I mean, they were still effective with Kelsey, and even though Tyreek Hill does stretch the field, he's a vertical threat. The reality is he's not the number one receiver. I mean, I guess that's where we're not going to agree on, and that's fine. We all have our perspectives. I respect people's views, but like I said, man, he's a complementary part to Travis Kelce. If you ask any Chiefs fan who their top receiver threat is, majority of them are going to tell you Kelce. They're not going to say Tyreek Hill. He's a great receiver threat for him, but you also have Sammy Watkins. You have Tyreek Hill. They had that young kid from Georgia that came out of college that they had drafted that also contributed to their speed. So, like I said, you have multiple receivers around Travis Kelce. That Travis Kelce is the center of that offense for them, man. That's how I see it. But like I said, to each his own, man.
No, I agree. And Roberto says the Niners scheme is receivers who can catch and run and turn into a running back with the ball in his hand. Yeah, it's the yak receivers that we have is yards after the catch, man. And we have that on Devo. We have that in Brandon Ayuk, and we also have that in the young kid that we picked up in the 7th round out of Tennessee, Jonah Jennings. He's also one that plays with an attitude, that plays with anger. And um, if you watch a lot of his game in Tennessee, he reminds me a lot of that play with Kittle in New Orleans, where Kittle would not go down and he took two players with him. That's the way Jonah Jennings plays a lot in college. Now, that has to be transcended to the football field in the NFL. I understand that. I'm not saying he can do that on the NFL level, but I hope he can transcend it, because if he could, what I saw in Tennessee, I like this kid, man. This kid doesn't go down. He wants to move that ball. He wants the red. Every time the ball's in his hand, he wants to get into that red zone. So if he can transcend that to the NFL, he might be a kid to watch that we might just surprise us, and we might be talking about him in 2 years from now as being a good player. We'll just have to wait and see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Indeed. Indeed.
Let's see here. Says, but the number one receiver takes a lot pressure off the number 2, 3, and tight ends.
Yeah,
Um,
like I said, man, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that because that's something that we obviously agree to disagree on. But again, with anybody who's saying that we have to have number one wide receiver to win, I just ask you a simple question: in the last 10 Super Bowls, tell me how many teams won with a number one receiver of like a Julio Jones or a Odell Beckham type, just in the last 10 years. And you tell
not
me,
many.
yeah, I mean, the teams that got there, if they made it there, was like Atlanta, and they lost. So you tell me teams that had that number one receiver. Number one receiver means like you have a guy like Julio Jones that is making the plays for that team majority of the time. Kansas City does not have a number one threat. Miko Hardman was a guy I was thinking about. They got multiple receivers to complement each other as well as Travis Kelce. San Francisco has multiple receivers to complement George Kittle. That's why we were in the Super Bowl. I don't really see it like that because I'm just looking at the facts. The facts are majority of the teams have won Super Bowls without those type of receivers. Just saying, but teach his own. Just if you Gomez, I just ask you, if you're going to feel a number one receiver is required, please tell me how many teams in the last 10 years have won with the Julio Jones type of caliber of a number one receiver.
Yeah, and just to add to that, for years, Matt, what's his name, the quarterback for the Lions, he had Megatron, which they considered a really damn good number one. But
Absolutely.
how far did they go? Did they make it into any playoffs?
Got to have
They
complementary
still were
parts,
the
man.
bottom of the pile in the NFC North. So
Yeah.
it's good to have a number one receiver, but I'd rather have more pieces doing their job all the way across the board than just have one particular guy. Because when you do have that number one receiver, as we like to call it, if he gets hurt and not able to play, then everything kind of goes to the dumps. But when you have multiple players playing position like we do with our running game, if look at Tevin Coleman in the playoffs, he got hurt, he went down. Who stepped up? Mostert did. He stepped up. We didn't miss a beat because we had multiple players that are able to do the same job under the scheme of Kyle Shanahan, and that's what I like. If one goes down, the next man steps up and is able to do that same particular job, and we don't have to panic when one certain player gets hurt. other than our quarterback. I think that's probably the only area that we can kind of disclude from everything else. But even tackles, we lost both of our tackles last year, and look how well we played. We were able to run the ball. We lost our fullback last year. We lost our tight end last year. I mean, we lost multiple players at high key positions, and we were still able to move the ball. We were still able to function. Yes, we struggled a little bit, but we were able to still do what we had to do. Why? Because players were stepping up. They were not just counting us one certain player. So we'll see what happens this year, man. I just want Brandon Ayuk to step up and be that player that we drafted him to be. I want to see the potential of Jalen Hurd. I think he's going to do great, Mike, and everyone watching. His ceiling is high. I love what I saw. Yes, it was against a Cowboys team that we played in preseason and a vanilla whatever. I understand all that. I'm not reading too much into it, but I still like what I saw in Jalen Hurd in that what you want to call practice type of game. I still like the way he was able to get that fade over his shoulder in the red zone, which we haven't had since Terrell Owens, in my opinion. And I love the way he bullied himself into the red zone after he caught the ball at the 5-yard line. He made himself in. But we had a question. But somebody asked a question about Travis Benjamin. They wanted to get our thoughts on Travis Benjamin. You want to go first, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, Travis Benjamin is cool to have, but I'm not going to really expect him to come in and do more than what we already have. So it's good depth, but I'm not going to really sit here and have these high expectations for him. If he exceeds my expectations, hey, I would love it. But you know, last thing I want to say in regards to this thing, and I'm gonna change the subject because we can be on this all night. I know we got a ton of Niner fans that do feel the number one receiver. I think at the end of the day, a lot of our fans feel like that because we had Jerry Rice and we won Super Bowls like that. And keep in mind, guys, when number one receivers were winning back in the days, there was no salary cap. So you was able to form a team and get whoever you want with no salary cap restrictions. Once salary cap came in, that thing started changing. So the number one receiver type teams in the last since 1994 when it came in haven't really done that a lot. I mean, you might have had like 5 or 6 teams out of 25. So the ratio is saying you don't need a number one type of receiver to win the Super Bowl. It's not required. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have. I'm not anti number one. I'm just saying it's not required. Stats. I mean, the last 25 Super Bowls proved that. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man, with Travis Benjamin. I'm excited about our season. Period. I think we're gonna win it all. Period.
Okay, yeah, you answer that question, and we'll move on. Let's see. What's up, Victor? Welcome, Victor. Welcome to the show. Spooner, welcome. Let's see here. We have Go Niners new to the podcast. Welcome. Hopefully, it won't be your last time, brother. I hope there'll be the first of many visits. Once you're here, the second time you come, your family. Like they say, the first time you're a visitor, the second time you are family, and we are all family here in the Niner Sickness podcast. So we just did a four series jersey giveaway, which ended
Yeah.
last Wednesday, and we're probably going to be doing something similar to that in the near future. Stay tuned. But we love coming on here. We're talking about 49ers. We love answering questions. We don't always will agree, but we can always, we have our opinions, and we can all respectfully respect our own opinions. But one of the bottom line is we all love the 49ers. We all want the best for our team, and we want our team to be successful. And the bottom line is I trust what Kyle Shanahan is doing. I trust what John Lynch is doing, and I'm going to continue to support that regime until otherwise, and continue to support my team. And I think the Niners are going to do great this year. Are we a better team than last year? Probably not. We lose Buckner. we did lose Emmanuel Sanders, and we did lose what else did we lost? We lost someone else I can think of right now, but we did pick up.
Matt Breida.
Eh, he was all
Yeah, I mean
right.
he ain't on the team no more, but so
Yeah, and then you can say the same thing with Goodwin. And I know a lot of people were
right.
glad to see Goodwin leave, but you know what? Goodwin did a lot of good the first year he came. He was able to be another powerful man. So I do wish him the best out with Philadelphia. Hopefully his career can take off, man. It was just his time was up here. We want to give other guys a chance. Don Dawson says, my 4.5-year-old asked me that I was listening to and said a Niner podcast, and she said Niners Empire. All right, well,
Hey,
your beautiful 4-year-old daughter, man. Give her a shout out in behalf of my South Niner sickness and my brother Florida Mike. What's her name? If you don't mind sharing her first name, let's give her a proper shout out, a 49er proper shout out. Let us know what her name is, man, and we'll give her some love from the Niner Sickness podcast.
hey, man, a 4.5-year-old to be able to say Niner Empire. I tell you what, that's a great way to raise a child
Yep.
coming in 4.5 years old into the world screaming Niner Empire. So hey, big shout out and big shout out to the first time callers and the callers that are constantly on the show. We appreciate you guys and don't take our conversations as we're know-it-alls or we disagree with you. You have your opinion doesn't matter. I don't think nobody is, but just in case, we respect your perspectives. Definitely might not agree with them, but definitely love the fact that you chimed in. That's what's good. Imagine if this show was like everything was, yeah, we agree. It would be a boring show. Like if it's something we don't agree with, I'm gonna say, all right, let me see where you're coming from a little bit more because this is how I see it, and we're all respectful towards one another. And like my brother Beto said, at the end of the day, we all want what's best for our 49ers, and we all just want to win the Super Bowl. So appreciate that, guys.
100% correct, man. At the end of the day, that's all we do. Is we all root for the same red and gold. Whether we agree in certain areas or not, we can definitely all agree that we love our team. We love when they're winning, and we had one hell of a ride last year, man. And I'm looking for another ride like that. I'm still watching games from last year, man. 13-3 was a beautiful season, man. It didn't end quite the way I wanted it or the way we wanted it. It would have been nice. It would have been icing on the cake with that Super Bowl ring. But you know what? I'm more confident, believe it or not, of getting it with Kyle Shanahan than I ever did with Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, me
In
too.
my opinion, I'm more confident in what
Me
Kyle can
too.
do, man. So um, that just inspires me to continue to hold my hopes up and continue to believe in supporting our team. And before we know it, we'll have that sixth Lombardi Trophy, man. And then once you break that first barrier, or the sixth, that seventh will come right around the corner because we definitely have the team to do it with. Adam
Absolutely.
Laura says, I live in Michigan and the Lions suck.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, they do, man. I mean, I've never I've never heard of an organization as bad as the Lions, man. I mean that ownership has to the Fords, man. They're great car builders, but running an organization is, man, they don't know
Yeah,
how to build a team, man. I
they
mean,
got Motown and cars, but not a football
you
team.
know, I mean having Matt Millen get like five first receivers. I don't know what what he was doing, man. I mean,
That's
he
some
out of all
fantasy
the three, when
football
he
stuff right there, bro.
yeah, he only hit one. The only one he hit was Megatron.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fantasy football drafting, man. That's what
uh,
fantasy football guys do: draft five wide receivers. You can't do that in real life, man.
that was a very very inexperienced broadcaster type, and that's a lot. A lot of people were concerned that John Lynch was gonna might follow that footstep, but the education between, and I'm not saying this because John Lynch is our GM. I'm saying it because of the individuals, the education far far seeds. Uh, John Lynch is way smarter than Matt Millen in a lot of areas, man. So that's why John Lynch is being successful, and he surrounds himself with the right people. And that's what you got to do when you're learning a new job. You gotta be humble enough to surround yourself with people that are going to help you and not be afraid to lose your job to them. That's why a lot of people don't do that. They don't want to bring better people and more knowledgeable people around them because they don't want to lose their job. But not John Lynch. He's like, I'm gonna learn this and I'm gonna surround myself with good people, and he's done it. And look how good we've been. Let's go and answer more of these questions, Mike.
Yeah, man, we
Um,
keeping it for the fans. That's what we're here for. We ain't like these sports shows where they ignore fans. You listen to them talk, and they can't hear you talk. We acknowledge ours, man. So let's get it.
Absolutely. Joseph says, just wanted to say we're going back to the Super Bowl if we stay safe and healthy. I agree. That's more of a statement, but I love that statement. And I agree with you 100%, Joseph. We definitely have the personnel, the coaching staff, the ownership. Everything's in the right place. The Niners did not hurt themselves by replacing key components with Brandon Ayuk replacing Emmanuel Sanders and um, Kinlaw replacing Buckner. Now they still have to prove themselves, but I still love that they were able to replace them with two solid players at that position. So if they step up, I don't think we'll miss a beat. Um, let's see here. Robert Romo says Benjamin there to be a veteran. Well, yeah, I agree with that. I do like that perspective that Benjamin Travis does bring a veteran to the to that. Now, would that be enough to make the team? No, but I do like that he brings that veteran competitive to the team. And Kyle Shannon likes him. I mean, he played with Kyle in Cleveland, so we'll just have to see what happens. But if he makes the team, it's because he earned it, Travis. But he's not going to make it just based on becoming a veteran. He's going to have to earn that spot. But I wish everybody, the best 11 is going to be on at the bottom line. The best 11 is going to be on that field game time. Benjamin basically is a receiver coach for the youngsters. Okay, so we kind of answered that already. Nathan says camp body. I love his sarcasm. What does Eddie say? He has too many camp bodies. Okay, so they're probably talking to each other on the comments, and I'm not filling the spots there. I'm trying to find a good question. Bring your good questions, man. And if I see a good question, I'll bring it up on the screen. Okay, we're gonna take that one off the screen. Freaking Boston hater. Hell yeah, we're the family of the Niners. That's right. Yvonne says.
Absolutely.
Yvonne says, "Yep, Niners all day.
Bang bang, not a game.
Bang bang, Niner gang." Jamal. Okay. I don't even know how to read the last name. Victor says undefeated again. Undefeated.
It's a
Can you
lot of
elaborate?
a lot of recent comments that are left open to interpretation.
Yeah. That's. I love the way you put that. Yeah, kind of. Can you elaborate on that for me, Victor, please? I hope my Niners family is safe. Yes, I hope everyone is safe. I know that we've been hearing a lot of crazy stuff with COVID-19. I know a lot of people have been going out and doing their family thing. Just be safe, man. Be smart. I know that a lot. I know we don't like to be cooped up at home. We want to live as normal as we possibly can. But in the same token, be smart when you go to the stores. Be smart when you go out. Keep your distance the best you can, and wear your mask. If you have one, wear your mask, man. And try to do your part. That's all we can do until we get over this, man. With that said, I heard baseball's coming back in July 21st, 24th. They're going to come up with 60 games. So if that does happen, do you think the NFL will start at the normal time, or do you think it'll get pushed back, Mike?
I mean, I don't think that the NFL is worried about what they're doing over there. I think they're just looking at themselves. So right now, I haven't seen a reason why NFL would get pushed back unless they come out with something soon, but looks like they're on schedule right now. They haven't made any announcements from what I heard. We're just a bunch of speculations right now. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens, man. If the schedule sticks, all of you guys out there in the Bay Area, I plan on coming out to the Bay Area around November. So I'm hoping the schedule sticks because I really want to come out there and see my San Francisco 49ers in person. I've never got to see them on the West Coast. I've always had to wait till they come around the South. So to go out there, it's been a childhood dream of mine since Tecmo Bowl days when I was playing with Rice in Montana. So I can't wait to come out to San Francisco, well, Santa Clara, and see our 49ers.
And real quick, Mike, I think Ariel is the young four-year-old girl that is watching that, and if I'm assuming I can't follow the comments correctly, but everybody's welcoming her, and based on what I heard from Yvonne, I believe it is. So Ariel, I just want to give you a shout out from the Niners Sickness, myself and the Niners Sickness podcast. Welcome to the Niners Sickness podcast. We love having you here. You're the youngest inspiration, future 49er fan. You are the future of this 49ers for the fan base, man. So we appreciate you, love having you here, man. And we thank your dad for allowing you to watch our show. We appreciate you and love you very much, man. Anything you want to say, Mike?
Oh man, you gotta understand. Mike love the kids. Hey, big shout out to you, Ariel. Thank you for coming on to the show. And that's perfect because this goes to show that this show is that diverse. You're never too young, you're never too old, or you're never just right age wise to watch this show and tune in. So our 49er kids are more than welcome on the show. We're a family friendly show. We have great conversations. The only time it might not be kid friendly is if we play the Dallas Cowboys when I'm on. Other than that, the other weeks of the season will be kid friendly. So thank you for tuning in. We are so glad to have you. And thank your parents for allowing you to be part of the show. You guys are always Niner family, as all of us on this show. And we look forward to seeing you in the future.
Absolutely, and a lot of times we'll get a little crazy on here, uh, kind of an adult show. But when someone lets us know that there's a young fan in here, you better
Yeah.
believe we'll keep it
Right.
appropriate
Sure.
for
Absolutely.
you. We're not gonna say that you can't be here. We'll keep it appropriate for you for your enjoyment because everyone is welcome to join, and everyone is entitled to enjoy our show, from the youngest to the oldest, man. So we accommodate everyone on here, and all the viewers they keep the comments properly. I haven't seen no pornography or not pornography, bad words.
What's
Uh,
on
uh,
your mind?
yeah, no, yeah, I know. I'm tired, man. It's been a long week.
I see. I
Very
see.
long week. Sorry about that. I mean, there's been no curse words on the comments, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you for bringing that light on me when I was hoping that nobody caught on to it, but
Nah, you good, man.
no,
I know you, so I'm messing with you. But
I
hey,
know.
it's all good. We know you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant to say, but
Nah,
yeah.
I'm messing with you, man. It's all good. That's water under the bridge,
Plus,
man. Moving on.
my wife would kill me. I'm too scared of my wife to
Hey,
watch
that's
anything that
the
I shouldn't be
job to
watching.
keep us in line, man. That's
That's
what they
right,
do.
man. She's the ooh. She just looks at me a certain way, and I'm like, okay, babe, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
Brent says, I remember you saying that last show, Boston Hater means we definitely have faith in him. Okay, so I love that you guys are definitely interacting with one another. You guys are keeping the comments active. I appreciate that. Nathaniel, you are awesome. I know you can't be on here live, but what you do on the comments, man, we definitely appreciate it, man. You're definitely uh, part of the team taking care of the comments, man. So much appreciation for that. We're going to be coming to a close. We've been here on for an hour. It's getting late, especially for Mike. We don't want him to fall asleep in the middle of the show.
That ain't
So,
gonna happen. You ain't
yeah,
gonna have me on whatever these kids and adults have with these memes. You ain't gonna have me doing the like that and nah, you ain't gonna have that with the drool coming out the mouth and the falling out the chair. That ain't happening. You ain't gonna catch me slipping.
I love this guy's name, Robzilla.
What's
Robzilla
going on,
Chavez. What's up,
Robzilla?
brother?
What's going on, Robzilla?
I love it. I love it.
Talking about
Uh,
Dez Bryant. I think
the-
Robzilla.
he says, What about Dez? We earlier in the show, if you look at the replay, we spoke about him, and we are all in agreement that he can stay where he's at. He can go hang out with Terrell Owens and watch TV with him and catch up on a couple of the TV shows that are playing. And I think we're okay with the personnel that we have. I don't want no time taken away from Jalen Hurd. I want to see what we have with Jalen Hurd. I want to see what we have with Brandon Ayuk, man. So so in my opinion, and I think Mike agrees with, we don't need Dez on the roster. Roberto, what's up, brother? Says, how confident are you in Trent Taylor making the roster? Good question. You want to answer that, Mike?
I'm confident in Trent Taylor making a roster, but the question is Trent Taylor going to be healthy enough to even play? That's the biggest thing I'm more concerned about is the injury and the health issue. As far as talent, yeah, I don't see why not. I don't. I mean, in fairness, I haven't seen him play a game, but from what I've been hearing, when he has been healthy, he's been very, very good. So I trust the judgment of what I hear from the coaches. Um, sure.
Eddie Wood says, here's a question. After we win in Tampa, where is the after party? Bang, bang. That's it. Uh, we're playing in Tampa, right?
We sure are.
That's right. Where you're at. We played. That's where we played Miami last year. See, the Miami part of Florida, we didn't. It wasn't too good for us. But the Tampa part of it, we should be able to revenge our Florida visit. Um, we're talking about. I see a lot of Dallas hate, which I love. I don't like Dallas. If anybody knows me, knows that I understand this. If you ask me what team I despise the most is the Dallas Cowboys. Some people don't like the Seahawks. Some people don't like Boston. I just like the Dallas Cowboys
Me too.
as the team. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the triplets, individual players that play for Cowboys. I love what they did. I love football in general, but as a team, especially when they were playing, because how many Super Bowls we would have had if it wasn't for them. But we have to, not that I'll get too much into that, but remember, if you're going to hate a team because of what Dallas did, hate the Minnesota Vikings. That Herschel Walker trade started, ignited all the shit that happened with Dallas. Oh, excuse me, all the crap that happened with Dallas. That Herschel trade gave ammunition to the Cowboys to draft Emmett Smith. They drafted, I don't know, I mean, they drafted quite a few people based on all the capital that the Minnesota Vikings gave up for Herschel Walker, man. So that's what started that freaking dynasty. So I hate the Cowboys, but I hate the Vikings that much more for being ignorant and giving away all that capital for like 3 or 4 years for one player. I mean, I thought that what Mike Ditka did with the Saints was crazy, but the Herschel Walker trade, that's what started everything, man. So I don't know if a lot of you guys knew that, but a lot of the players that the Cowboys got was because of that trade. If it wouldn't have been for that trade, the Cowboys, there's no way they would have been able to get all those good players. So, but it is what it is. Kristen Carver, how you doing? Welcome to the show, man.
What's up,
Welcome.
Christian? Hey, Beto. I was going to answer one of the callers' question about the after party. It's in my state, so I had that on lockdown, man. I got a spot for us all to go to in Tampa Bay after we win. You know what I mean? If you from Florida, you know about Boy City. We're gonna tear it up. So we'll go downtown Tampa, do it big, do it live. So we get the after party down here. If you from out West Coast, wherever you from, and you come to Florida that week, let's go party.
I hear that, and I just want to bring a correction. I apologize to Dawn. I the mom of Ariel, not the dad, but the mom, is who's allowed her to be part of the Land of Sickness. So again, I appreciate it, man. She's following the footsteps from her mom. Her mom's teaching her well. Her mom's teaching her young Jedi how to be that fan. Much love and much respect for both of you, man, for being part of the show. Thank you, Nathan, for bringing that up to me. I appreciate it. Let's see what else we have on here, bro. Richard Bryan says, "No, we keep it clean when we on here." Oh, he's making a comment. We're not a nation. We're an empire. I love that. And there's more classy with an empire than there is with a nation. I
And
like to
let
tell
me
her.
let me let me let me add
Go
on to
ahead.
what Richard said. You know why we're not a nation, folks? Because an empire has no borders like a nation.
Come on now. I tell them. I tell people, empire is bigger than a nation, and gold is better than silver.
Well said, Richard.
Well said. I agree. Um,
When the comments is on fire, man, I'm loving it.
it is. Go ahead and read this comment.
So we got Jose. What's going on, Jose? Beto, the word you're looking for is vulgarity. I think they was talking about earlier with
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah,
why. That's
yeah.
why. That's where I had you read
And
it.
they put it in all caps too. So Jose's like, hey, this is what it is. He put it in all caps to make
Thank you,
sure.
Jose. Much love, my brother. Much love. That's what I was looking for. Exactly.
Oh man,
How I
big shout
went with
out
the
Jose.
P instead of yeah,
Hey, we
yeah,
that's yeah, we gonna keep moving though. We ain't gonna
yeah, yeah.
oh
Definitely keep
man.
moving. Can't
That show you this show ain't scripted, man. We come off the dome. So you might hear some stuff like that. But like I told you, at the end of the day, when the Cowboys come, we might go into our adult mode, but we gotta respect the kids. So Boston Hater got a proposition, says, wait a minute, how about a jersey for Ariel?
and we do have taller jerseys. So
We
she's
need the size. We need the size. So I tell you what, Ariel, if you're watching, you're 4.5 years old, right? If you're watching, you and mommy, as courtesy of this show, we would like to give you a 49er jersey. And you, if mom can please let Beto know what size for Ariel, we'll provide the jersey for you.
yeah. If you're okay with that, mom, and you allow us to do that, we would love to give your daughter a jersey, and we have, like I said, we have taller size. So
Yeah.
hit me up after the show, and uh, our boy Boston Hater, he loves this guy. This guy, I call him Black Santa Claus. He loves giving away gifts, man. This guy is an awesome dude, man. Much love for the Boston Hater. He's the opposite when it comes to jersey giving.
Yeah.
He's a jersey lover, giver.
And they said
Niner
Ariel
Sickness.
wants to go live to say hello.
Where'd you read that at?
Jose Gonzalez is saying Ariel wants to go
Oh,
live to say hi.
I put it on the screen. I'm like, wait, see, I'm tired, bro. It's
No,
right
you
in the
good.
screen, and I'm like, where'd you read that? Oh, it's been a long week. Let's see here. Nathaniel says playing in Tampa, party at Mike's house. Oh,
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. I live in Orlando, so I don't live in Tampa Bay. I'm in Orlando, which is not that far. I live about an hour and 40 minutes from Tampa Bay. I live on the other side of Orlando, that's further away from the side of Orlando that's closer to Tampa. But if we do come to my house, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I don't care, bro. We can turn up. We'll have the whole Orlando red and gold, baby. So I'm with whatever.
come on now. I just get myself on the plane. We'll be good with there. Brent says I can't be a Niner fan and have anything but hate for the Cowboys for sure.
I
Amen.
agree.
Amen to
Agree
that.
with brother Brent. Brent is a very intelligent man. I thank you, Brent. You took the
Yes.
words right out of my mouth. I feel it. I concur strongly. I can't stand the Dallas Cowboys. Beto, they say hate is a strong word. Well, I hate the Dallas Cowboys.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
I
do
don't
too,
like
man.
no individual players. No, none of them.
Oh well, okay. Yeah.
I don't. I don't.
If
I
they
don't like.
play, if they played,
Let me tell you something. I had a family reunion in Dallas a few years ago.
okay.
I don't think I've ever missed a family reunion ever. It was in Dallas, and the reason why I didn't go because they had a tour of the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. I refused to go to my own family reunion because I hate the Cowboys that much.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
I
Much
will
love,
not go.
much
The only
respect.
reason I'll go in that stadium is if the 49ers is over there with the Niner invasion taking over. I refuse to step foot in the state of Texas.
Wow. I found somebody that hates him more than I do. Wow.
I don't like the Cowboys. I got in a fight with my cousin on Madden and Sega back in 92, 93 over the Niners and Dallas Cowboys.
Wow, I'm learning something new from you today.
Yeah, I don't like the Cowboys, man.
Hey, Vicky Vasquez, welcome to the Niner Sickness show. I have not seen you around. I think you're new. If you have, I apologize. But if you're new, welcome to the Niner Sickness. Thank you for visiting. Hopefully, this will not be your last time.
Appreciate
Welcome,
you, Vicky.
welcome.
Appreciate you, Vicky. Nice to have you.
Yes, nice to have you. You know what? She might have been here before. Now
Yeah,
that I'm recognizing the
yeah,
name, but
yeah.
either way, welcome, and we love having you here. Says I'm ready for mine. Yvonne, let me read. Yvonne Carrasco has a question. Let's see here. I love being or comment. I love being part of this group. Thanks, Niner Beto, Florida Mike, Nathaniel, for providing us to be able to express, share, and give our thoughts about our Niners. That's what we're here for. That's the bottom line. The bottom line, Yvonne, is what you just said is perfectly well said. We are not here to lift each other ourselves up. We're not here trying to say that we know everything about football, but we are here to build a family based show where we can all come together, enjoy each other's company, have a good time, and talk the best team in the NFL. Right, Mike?
Absolutely, man. And guys, and thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. We appreciate having you. And know that this is a all year round thing. We don't just talk 49er football during the season. We do this all year round. You know what I'm saying? We want to give you guys an outlet to voice what you feel about our 49ers. We want to give you guys a platform. We don't want you listening to these analysts who don't even watch our team and these so-called experts who just give you stories during the summertime just so that way they can get clickbait, or these so-called expertise people like Stephen A. Smith, who I despise just as much as the Dallas Cowboys, who knows nothing about our team and only watch us on primetime Monday Night Football or playoff football or Super Bowl football. We don't need that. Them guys don't watch us like we do. I guarantee you they weren't watching us when we played the Redskins, but we was watching us, right? See what I'm saying? They don't love our team, bro. They had us going 3 wins. We don't. Nah, we're giving you facts. We're giving you real thorough information, and we're giving you some red and gold material. You know what I mean? So this is the real show. This is where it's at. We the real deal like Holyfield. So we appreciate y'all chiming in, man, and keep coming back and spread the word.
Absolutely. And I just real quick for Dawn, I just want to let you know I wrote it down. Size T7 for your beautiful Ariel 4-year old girl. And I'll be contacting you anyway in a message on Messenger just to ask what player she likes, who's her favorite player, and what's her favorite color. And we'll discuss that afterwards. Yvonne says, "Oh, thanks, Rise Ariel. Can't wait to see the picture of you when you received your jersey. If her mom permits that, that'll be great. If not, that's still good. But I love the family unity in this group, man. I love the family base, and that's what we want. Whether we have 5 people or 500 people, it doesn't matter to us. What matters is the quality of people that we have in here talking football,
Yeah,
man.
indeed. And if mom is okay with doing something where they want to give a shout out, or maybe if they have a segment where we can put them on the show for a few, we'll be glad to have them on. But that's up to mom, because we respect everybody. Some people might not feel comfortable coming on. They might be camera shy, whatever their reasons. But if they want to come on for a brief moment to represent the jersey that's given to them, you see my boy Nate is saying what color, what jersey number. We're getting those details. I believe, Beto, you getting them details?
Yeah, yeah. I'll get
Yeah,
that after the show. I
yeah,
mean, she
we'll
can
get
put it on
that.
here as well, and I'll and
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
write
yeah.
I'll write it down. But I'll still contact you just to let
And
you know
we,
what.
and honestly, we don't mind having you on for a segment of the show because it just shows the genuine unity of this family bond that we have. If we're able to take a part of the segment and give Ariel a little platform, it'll make all us Niner fans proud to see a young Niner fan showing love for the Niner Empire. But that's up to mom, and whatever mom says she want to do, we'll respect.
Yes, always. The mom. Whatever the mom says, we'll respect and support at 100%.
Right.
We'll never pressure anyone to do anything they don't want to do.
Nah, not at all. Not
Not
at
here.
all. Not at
Not
all.
yeah. We want you to be as comfortable as possible because that's what family does. Take your
Yeah.
shoes off when you walk into the house. Go straight to the refrigerator, open it up, and make a sandwich.
Hey, if we got a 4 year old on this show this time of night, yeah, they need a jersey. That's where I support that. So, Ariel, get ready to receive your jersey and whatever player you want in the color you want, and we got you.
Nathaniel says, I would hate the Cowboys, but I can't waste that hate. I had to save it for
Man,
Boston. I hear you. I hear you.
I understand where he's coming from. Like I said, I had too much. I had a lot of animosity with Dallas people, back then in the day, and I have I still have it to this day with some, man. Like not all of them, but man, to call yourself America's team, to hype yourself up so much, we're the only team to ever stomp on their star in their house. No NFL team has done that. We set a precedent that nobody has done. Not even their rival, the Eagles, have done that. So, like I said, it's some animosity there between the Niners and that team over there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, let's see here. Vicky says, thanks. I've been with you guys. Okay. I thought you have. Okay,
Yeah.
Vicky.
About
I
to
was
say,
I
I thought her
wasn't sure.
face looked familiar too.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I wanted to make sure if you weren't that you got recognized for being here.
Cool.
Um,
Appreciate you coming back, Vicky.
but
Appreciate you.
definitely. Let's see here. Oh, let's see here.
Man, I love these comments, man. Man, the
Yes, I do.
fans is on fire, man. They keeping it lit.
All Modelo time. Stay safe, stay positive. Thank you for this podcast. You're welcome, Richard. And you're one of the faithful ones here amongst a lot of the faithful here,
Yeah,
man. We
Richard be
appreciate you,
coming
brother.
in. That's our bro right there, Richard, man. We gotta get up with him too.
Yes, yes. He's a hell of a guy, man. Let's see here. Don says, "Yes, absolutely. I will share a picture." That's awesome. That's awesome. So we definitely have that. Looking forward to that. We'll see that beautiful 4-year-old expression with her jersey on. We're definitely going to make that happen, Don. I'll get your information afterwards the show, and we'll definitely make that happen. In behalf of the Niner Sickness podcast, put a smile on that beautiful girl, and continue. What we're doing is we're investing and
Yep.
her young fan base of the 49ers. So you might think it as
Start him
you might
off right.
consider it as a gift. We're looking at it as an investment
Right.
into the youth of that
She,
young
she gonna
art.
she gonna remember this show. She's gonna say, man, these guys gave me a jersey, and that's gonna make her 49er faithful for life. And you know what? Like you said, it's an investment. This is family.
Absolutely. That's the way I look at it. Absolutely an investment. I love it how people are saying Dallas suck. Let me see here. But let's before we close and we're coming to a close. Let's see how much hate there is for the Cowboys compared to the Seahawks. If you hate the Cowboys, put hate Cowboys or hate Seahawks. And as you do that, we'll start winding it down, closing it up, and calling it a night, man. But great show, very active comments tonight. I love everyone participating. I love everybody. Let me see here. Don made a comment. Says, Beto, gotta get my daughter ready for bed. Yeah, it's late. I will keep an eye out for your email. Thanks for the invite. Yes, and if I send you the message tonight and it's too late to respond, go ahead and respond tomorrow, Don. That's fine. Go ahead and respond tomorrow, and we can definitely carry that conversation tomorrow. But if you're up late and you want to respond, that's great as well. Thank you for being here, and you are part of the family now, man. We invested into your daughter, so you and your daughter are definitely part of the Nine of Sickness podcast family for sure. And I see a lot of Cowboys, man. Cowboys, Cowboys.
Hey,
Um,
I'm gonna say this, man. The cow, I don't like Seattle. Everybody knows me. Know I can't stand Seattle, but the hate I have for Seattle has been recent. When they joined the NFC West, I've hated Dallas longer. So
yes,
Seattle has been a hated team when they joined our division and we had our rivals and our back and forth. but Dallas has been a hated team for a much longer time. So for me, I can't give Seattle that much respect of hatred when Dallas has been on the block longer. So that's just me. And everybody has their team. Some people might hate Seattle more. Some people might hate other teams more. I hate Dallas with a passion because we've always, when I came up, that's who I saw, as a team that we got to get by. I just never liked them. I don't like them, man. Can't stand them.
I agree. And as we come to a close, guys, do me a favor. Please show your support for the Niners Fitness podcast by sharing our broadcast tonight, sharing it on your timeline, sharing it on a 49er group. Make sure they're okay with it first. I don't want to get you in trouble with any of the administrators of that particular Niner group. But if they allow it, share it on there. If they don't worry about it. But share it on your timeline, man. The more family members we can bring into the show, the better, because the more we can bless. Like tonight, we had a young girl named Ariel, 4 years old, and then the other day we had Kevin Jr.'s son, 6-year-old son. Now we have two young fans in here, a boy and a girl, and we love it, man. That's what we love about this show, because we open it up for everyone, and we talk football to everyone. So everyone's welcome. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being part of the Niners Fitness podcast. I just want to thank each and every one of you that came in tonight. If I did not mention your name, you were not overlooked. You are still appreciated very much. All of you guys are appreciated. Mike, once again, I appreciate you, brother. Much love for hosting this with me and supporting me that way, brother. And Nathaniel, much love and respect for you, for everything you do for this show, on the comments, financially, and supporting all areas, man. Much love to the panel. This is a great show, great personnel, and we all can agree on this. Because we love Boston Hater, we all hate Boston. We are all Boston haters.
I'm okay with that.
So just show Mike some support. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish this the way we started it. Thank you, everyone, for being part of the show. Much love and respect, and we'll see you next Wednesday, God willing.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. I don't even like the TV show Dallas.
All right, guys.
SFC, time to turn it up. 49ers on the quest, bringing 6 to us. Red and gold on, you don't rap enough. I go in anywhere, I don't give a fuck. SFC, 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 SFC. Hey, sucker free, no licking, not a gang. Bang, bang, boss business. 2013 got us feeling like 9-4. But it's Killer Cap, no Steve, no Joe. No Jerry, no Rice, but we still go. King Crab, Vernon Davis, Frank G.O. Red and gold is the code of the city, man. We keep it rocking like crack without the cocaine. We back on them, no letting up. Hardball, keep them hype and aggressive, bruh. Frisco, California, on any given day, catch us posted on the corner.
Good night, everyone. Once again, thank you for your support to the Niner Fitness podcast. Much love and respect to each and every one of you.